appreciate everybody coming out this evening. Everybody have a wonderful creative weekend. And thank you for coming out here this evening. It's nice to meet Coach Dave Shaw. I'm Todd Miller, principal. It's nice to see so many smiling and familiar faces here tonight. So if I can ever do anything for you, maybe on staff, please feel free to just ask or reach out. With that said, now you're here for me. You're here to hear from Coach Shaw. I'm sure your children will come home, talk a little bit about him, about the passion, the energy, the excitement. I think tonight we get a chance to see him. Hear him speak. I didn't see we saw a couple weeks ago we got to meet this man. Why don't we put your hands together, give him a nice Churchill welcome.
Turn down a notch, all right? Losing my voice till it's come back, so microphone's helping back up a little bit. All right, I have those here to make sure to stay on through and keep moving, make this thing as efficient, and hopefully as seamless as we can. First of all, thank you guys for coming. I truly appreciate it. I was telling Mr. Bloomer a second ago, I don't know if we're going to have one person here or 100 people here. I truly don't know, but if it was one person, we'd have a great meet and greet, have a heart-to-heart, get to know really well, or really well. So thank you. All you take time out of your day on such short notice, it truly means a lot. It speaks volumes to who you are as parents, grandparents, whatever role you play in these young people's lives. Okay? A lot of what we'll talk about today is going to sound like I'm talking about football specifically, but please, whenever there is something that says the program or your kids or your students, insert whatever applies to you and your family. All right? So if I'm talking about this thing, that thing, it might be softball, it might be baseball, it might be girls track, whatever that thing is. I know there are a lot of different sports in the room tonight, so understand I'm not coming to you guys tonight just as a football coach. I'm coming to you guys as the athletic coordinator at Churchill. All right, so a little bit about me. I'm from Austin, Texas. I went to Anderson High School. From there, I went to UTSA. I was part of the original 18, the first football program in school history. I played fullback there from 2010 to 2015. The last 2 years, I was team captain, or one of the team captains. Don't drink it. Until 2015. After that, I GA'd there. So GA is essentially bottom of the barrel, go get me coffee. A quick story, I literally, over Christmas break, my girlfriend at the time did not appreciate this. We did not go out of town, we came for the trip because one of our position coaches told me, or asked me to watch his dog over Christmas break. And so that was my responsibility. I said, yes, sir, I'd love to, sir. I think make me happy. So I truly started out at the bottom. I worked my way up from a volunteer to a paid GA position. It was not a ton of money. I was making $800 a month when I went to Eastern Michigan, so I was like falling in the dough. All right, so at UTSA, we got fired. I was under Coach Coker and that staff. I worked for Coach Wilson and that staff for about 2 or 3 months. And then I went to Eastern Michigan with my defensive coordinator, Neil Landry. From there, I was there for about 4 months. It was around this time of the year we had our spring game in Ypsilanti, Michigan, which is about 15 minutes from Ann Arbor or 30 minutes from Detroit. And we had a blizzard. We had a blizzard in April. And I started second guessing things. I'm not sure why I'm here. It's cold outside. It should not be snowing in April. So I came home. I came home to San Antonio. When I was undergrad at UTSA, I student taught at Brennan High School. So that was kind of my way back into the high school ranks, my way back into San Antonio. And I was at Brennan High School for 9 years. Same thing, started at the bottom, worked my way up, volunteered at Brennan, a volunteer assistant for football. I volunteered for track, and I was paid a percentage of the golf stipend. So it was like, here's a few quarters, do you want to be here or not? And I said, yes, sir, thank you for having me, sir. Did that for a year, and then gradually over time, worked my way up. In 2020, I was named the offensive coordinator there, and I was the offensive coordinator at Brennan High School for the past 4 years. About 4 weeks ago, the interview process started with Mr. Bloomer in Northeast. I got a call about 3 weeks ago, or 4 weeks ago today, and he said, you're coming to Churchill. All right, so that guy right there has truly been a blessing for myself and my family. I have a wife, and we have our first baby on the way. It will be here in July. So there's been a lot of changes this year in our lives. So please pray for me. All prayers, please, and thank you. Get back on script. So that's the about me. What you can expect from me and our staff here at Churchill moving forward. I'm not saying it was not like this, but I'm telling you this is what you can expect moving forward, regardless of sport. All right, we're going to push our kids in 3 areas. All right, before that, our athletic philosophy is kids don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. All right. Right, so we're going to love our kids. We have to love our kids. That is the first question. I've been fortunate enough to start the interview process, not just for football, but a lot of sports. And the first question I asked them is, why do you coach? The second question is, how are you going to make our kids better? If you're not here for the kids, this Churchill umbrella is not the place for you. All right, and that goes for, I'll give a similar speech on the 17th to our middle schools, and then on the 30th to our elementary schools. And if they're in the Churchill cluster, so you guys know the cluster, Jackson, Bradley, Eisenhower, or the elementary levels below those, if they are not here for kids, they will not be in the Churchill cluster football. Again, our philosophy, kids don't care how much you know, so they know how much you care. We need to love our kids, because at the end of the day, Sebastian doesn't care how fast I tell him to run or how hard I tell him to do it. If he doesn't care, if he doesn't know that I care for him as an individual, as a person outside of football. And that applies to each sport. All right, we're going to demand and require that our kids are aces. All right, if you start saying aces, or if you guys can start saying aces, if he doesn't want to pick up that piece of trash or look in his room, it's like, are you being an ace right now? And hopefully, for the football guy, that's going to click in his head like, oh crap, my mom's about to email Coach. What ACE stands for, ACE, what ACE stands for is attitude, character, and effort. All right, everything that we do, every day and every way, our kids need to have great attitude, have great character, and give great effort. Whatever the task is, whether it's their favorite thing or the least favorite thing, they need to approach it with an ACE mentality. The three areas that we're going to push them in are classroom, community, and competition. Classroom, community, and competition. For a lot of kids, I don't know about you guys, but I was not excited about second period biology. Like, that's not why I went to school. It's like, oh, we have a lab day. I'm so excited. That was not me. It wasn't that kid. It was athletics and lunch. Like, that was my happiness. But through that competition piece, through athletics, I was able to do just enough in the classroom and do just enough in the community to advance my life to kind of where it is right now. For me, that path was athletics. The majority of the kids in this room can probably not play college athletics. And that's kind of the fact of the matter. This is not a recruiting seminar. Please do not ask me questions about recruiting right now. But I say that to say our kids are going to have a future. If they're seniors in 6 weeks, they're going to be adults. And they're going to enter the real world, and life is going to hit them. How do they respond? Like, our job in this athletic program is to prepare them for life. And life being the community, life being what is their character, who are they as individuals when life happens. When mommy and daddy are no longer there, when coach so-and-so is no longer in the class, tells them you need to make sure you get this done. How do we instill certain principles in their lives to help them become successful or make their life a little bit easier when they enter the real world. All right, so that's what you guys can expect from all of our athletic programs. They're going to hopefully excel classroom, community, and competition. Okay, we'll be back on my new self program. Take one of those. I'm just going to talk. All right. So why Churchill? The reason I came to this place, I truly, in my heart, believe that Churchill High School is a special place. That's evident in this room right now. The support is like no place I've been before. To put something out there and 48 hours later, this is a turnout like that right there speaks volumes. That speaks volumes to who you guys are, who we are as a community, who we are as Churchill. All right. This place is truly something special. And I told Mr. Bloomer in the interview, I feel that we've become stagnant in a lot of our athletic programs. Good or bad and different, that's my opinion outside looking in. But now, being here, you can ask the football guys this morning. We had a very passionate discussion after our workout about what it means to not be complacent or not be okay with being second place. Second place is not cool. Being average is not cool. And that's going to be kind of the battle cry across all of our sports. We as coaches, we as players, and we as a community need to not be okay or be content with being middle of the pack. There's enough in this place. I truly feel in this place being the Churchill cluster, to have a successful athletic program. Not just football, not just girls basketball. It was amazing this past year. But I told the girls basketball team, same thing. And it probably came off a little more harsh than I wanted to. We're not going to be content with, getting to the third round. That's awesome. Great job. Let's go. We got more. All right, we're gonna be content this next season in girls basketball with the accomplishments of last year's team. Chances are we're not going to get back to that spot. So being comfortable, that was the word that we use a lot of this when being comfortable is not okay. If we're comfortable, we're not doing something right. And that's in every area. Again, classroom, community, and competition. I need to find that note card. I'm just going to bring it for the next 10 minutes. He's going. I really think What else was I talking about? Sorry, guys. Expectations. How are we going to get there? All right, the expectations, what we just said, we need everybody to be all in at all times. It cannot be one of those deals where we pop up, it's football season, now all of a sudden we care about scoring football. Or it's basketball season, and all of a sudden we care about holding our kids accountable in basketball. We're going to have accountability cards in the football program and eventually, hopefully, in all our other programs. What that is a way to keep these kids, our babies, in line. We're not going to be reactive, more so proactive. What the accountability card is, it says your kid's name on it. It has 8 classes, period 1 through period 8, period 1, period 2, period 3, period 4, all the way down. Who the teacher is, it's going to ask 4 simple questions. Does that student athlete arrive on time? How many missing assignments do they have? What is the behavior in class? And how missing assignments? And are they on time? What is the behavior like? How many missing assignments do they have? And that's it. We're going to have 3 questions. All right, those are 3 questions. Are they doing what they're supposed to do in class? All right, rather than us waiting, especially in the offseason, rather than us waiting until week 8 to all of a sudden care about our grades, we need to know that as coaches, as players, and as parents in week 2, week 3, week 4. All right, there will be a place on there for teacher feedback, and that feedback can be as simple as so-and-so is not putting the phone away. And guess what, so-and-so? When you come down in the morning, before you go to the cafeteria for breakfast, your phone is not on my desk to learn how to act in class. And that's simple things like that. Hopefully, start creating those habits that we need to instill, not just to be successful in athletics, but also classroom and community. All right. I'm going to forget something. I apologize. But all that to say, guys, truly appreciate you guys being here. I truly do. I'm going to pass it over here in a second to Ms. Predator. She's going to introduce our board. Part of us being successful and having the things that we need are you guys in this room and outside this room pushing Churchill. One thing that Coach Mr. Bloomer and I were just talking about, this true story, just talking about it. A kid at another school is transferring from a north side school to a northeast school. I'll give you 2 guesses as to which school he chose in the northeast. And we need to make Churchill cool. We need to make this way. We need to keep our kids in the Churchill cluster. Because too often it's happening where people are going around sort of those schools and then coming back to Churchill, hopefully. But in those 3 years, they're missing that connection piece with what is Churchill. They're missing that connection piece with the community. All right. We need to promote Churchill in a positive light. All things Churchill in a positive light. Regardless of how you may feel about that coach or how you feel about me. When you talk about Churchill is the coolest thing in Northeast right now. It has to be. To keep the kids that are supposed to be here, coming here, to get this place where it really truly can't be, we need all the people. All right, where there's a lot of excuses in place, a lot of obstacles in place. Well, Churchill doesn't have that. Churchill has more than enough, guys. We got more than enough here. Rather than us complaining about the things that we don't, we're going to keep pushing for those things. We talked about it often. They keep pushing for those things. But in the meantime, I'm going to make excuses as to why we're not accomplishing the things we want to accomplish. All right, and part of that is us in this room, outside this room, pushing the same direction, trying to pull as many more people into this Churchill family that we can to get this thing to the level we want it to be. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Ms. Prater, and she's going to introduce our board. They did an amazing job on the board. I bring her up, guys. This was Mr. Bloomer and I were talking. This was, we need to get it this time. And he said, hey, how about the first? And this was on, I think, Thursday of last week. On Thursday of last week. And I said, we need this, can we make this happen? She gave me a look, and here we are. She made it happen in 3 4 days. No, it's not just her and her team who's going to introduce you guys. I plead you guys, the more support we can get from you all, the more support and involvement we can get from you guys, the better off we're going to be as a Churchill family. All right, so with that, here is Ms. Prater, and she's going to introduce